Let's see, what is anger? Anger is a strong feeling of displeasure or annoyance, often of active opposition to an insult, injury, or injustice. There are four types of anger: justifiable anger, annoyance anger, aggressive anger, temper tantrums. What is justifiable anger? Justifiable anger is having a sense of moral outrage at the injustices of the world. Whether it's the destruction of the environment, oppression of human rights, cruelty towards animals, violence in the community, or an abusive relationship at home. Justifiable anger may have benefits in the short term, as its intensity can be channeled into passion and action for change, like change in the environment, change in the society, change in the relationship. What is annoyance anger? For most people, this is the most common type of anger. Annoyance anger can arise from the many frustrations of our daily life. For example, a driver cuts you off on the road. Your partner said something insensitive. The kids aren't listening to you. Your boss is a real jerk. The list can go on and on. When you focus on the negative and personalize or internalize other people's words and actions, it's easy to experience annoyance anger on a regular basis. Worse yet, by becoming upset and getting triggered, we unwittingly allow other people's problems to become our own. Let's talk about aggressive anger. Aggressive anger is often used in situations where one individual attempts to exercise dominance, intimidation, manipulation, or control over another. When we express repeatedly relationship, aggressive anger becomes bullying, oppression, psychological violence, and emotional abuse. This type of anger may even seem powerful on the outside, but often betrays an individual's insecurity on the inside. When we look mindfully at someone's repeated aggressive anger, we notice the deep sense of fear and inadequacy in them. Someone who is trying to mask his or her weaknesses or flaws by attempting to control others. Basically, such people lack self-worth. They are happy to make others unhappy. Eventually, chronic anger, aggressive anger results in destructive outcomes, including painful conflicts, ruined relationships, and damaged reputations. Over the time, the price one pays for aggressive anger can be very high. A Zen teacher I know calls this as a karmic consequence. Unless the angry person decides to change their ways, aggressive anger may ultimately result in the aggressor's own demise. Let's see about temper tantrums. Temper tantrums can be characterized as disproportionate outbursts of anger, when an individual's selfish wants and needs are not fulfilled, no matter how unreasonable and inappropriate they are. Temper tantrums are often directed towards those whose words and actions do not deserve such emotional fury. This type of anger often originates in childhood and is typically part of a young person's developmental and maturation process. However, some individuals never outgrow their tantrums and continue to unleash them in adult life when they don't get their way. For example, narcissistic rage, commonly seen in narcissistic people. People with chronic temper tantrums often have difficulty forming healthy and successful relationships, a struggle that persists until one seeks professional help for one's anger issues. In my next video, we will see about effects of anger on human body and mind.